Hello everyone, welcome back to another video in Python tutorial series, and in this video I'm going to talk about polymorphism in Python. So without wasting any more time, let's get into the coding. So guys, basically polymorphism means that many form. Poly means many and morph means forms. So you can say you can use the same function with the same name again and again with different functionality. So let me just give you the example. Class. I'm creating a class bird. Okay, now let's say let's create a function. Ha let's name it hi, and we need to pass the variable self. Also, one more thing, that guys, uh, here self can be named anything. It is not a big deal, but it should be the first. What do we say? It should be the first variable in the function, and it should be always present there. So you can also pass s here, and this will be works same as self, but self is like more used to, and people use it because it was given in the programming language. So people use self, and it is easy for other programmers to understand why what is the meaning of self here. Okay, so now let's say I am going to print this is a bird. Now I am going to set I am going to create another function, features. Okay, now I will again pass self, and in this I am going to create some birds can fly, but some not. Okay, now what I am going to do, I am going to create two more classes. Let's say class hummingbird, or let's just say humming, and I am going to inherit bird in it. Okay, and yes, now what I am going to do, I am going to again use this same function, def feature, def features self, and I am going to print I can fly. Now I will create another class, let's say ostrich, and here again I am going to inherit the bird class, and here I will again use the same function self, and here I will print I cannot fly. Now I will create some objects. So let's say bird is equal to bird, and hum is equal to humming, and let's say os is equal to ostrich. Now I will call all the functions. I will call first I will call bird dot hi, and in this I will call bird dot features. So here you can see it is printing this is a bird. Some birds can fly, but some not. Some cannot. Okay, now I will call those same functions using humming. Hum dot hi. I can use hi function still because we have inherited, and all the function and variable in bird class are now available to humming class. So I can call hi function using humming object. Okay, and we will see what will happen when I will call feature, because there is a feature function in this class as well as in this class. So we will see what will happen at that point. Let me just rub it. And hum dot features. Now let me just print, and this it is showing this is a bird and I can fly. So guys, this is polymorphism. Like we have this function and this function here, but both these functions are performing the same different functions, and it is also overriding it when I am calling it from this class. But when I call this function using this class object, then it is printing this value. So guys, now let's see what will happen when I will run it with ostrich, like ost.hi and ost.features, and it the same thing will happen here. It is printing I cannot fly. So guys, this was the basic concept behind polymorphism in Python. So guys, before we go out, I need to tell you one more thing. So what we did till now was dynamic polymorphism. There is thing called static polymorphism, and it is of two types: method overloading, and operator overloading. So let me just show you what are these. Okay, so let's take an example of a string. Name is equal to Gagan. So, and let's take a list is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. Now there is a function called len, which is uh, which is an acronym for length, and here you can pass the variable name, and as you can show, it shows us the length of this string. Now if you pass list, it is also showing you 5 because there are 5 variable in this list. Okay guys, so this is method overloading, because in the same function you are providing two different kind of data types, but it is still printing out the correct values. So this was method overloading. Okay, the next thing is operator overloading. Let's say 4 plus 5. Here plus is an operator, so it will result 9. And now let's suppose my Kagan plus Pamar, and it is showing Kagan Pamar as a single string. So this is operator overloading, as the same operator is performing different kind of operations. In this it was adding these values, and in this case it concatenate both the strings and provided this result. So this was operator overloading, guys. And this was it for this video, guys, and I'll see you next time. So stay tuned for the next video.